Hi everyone, I'm Koke from HubSpot. I'm a sales specialist here in HubSpot, and I will record a quick demo. I'm going to try to make it probably around 20 minutes if I can. But this demo is going to be about Service Hub. I will go through a couple of the functionalities. I'm not going to cover everything because customer success tool is or customer success workspace, I believe deserves a different demo. So I will record just the service side, and I will record another demo for customer success workspace at another time. Okay. First of all, this is a ticket pipeline. You have different pipelines here on the top. So you can see, for example, the support pipeline, bug pipeline, onboarding, or anything else that you can set up within HubSpot. Here, you see the tickets in each one of the stages. So you can see, for example, how many tickets are closed, 4 right now, how many are feature requests, how many are waiting on us, waiting on contact, new tickets, etc. So from here, what you can do is, first of all, click not in the link of the ticket, but if you click in one of the tickets here, it will open a preview. The preview will show you the pin activity. You can perform an activity here, and you can see more as well. You can log a call, you can either log an activity or perform an activity. During the pin activity, here you can pin anything like an email or a call or a note, anything that is important that maybe is going to help the collaboration with the other teams. For example, if you're in the support team, but you're also working, you see that this person that opened a ticket has an open deal, you can leave a note giving some information, or the sales rep working in that deal, and that will be visible there on the ticket. What else we have here? So we have information about the ticket, we have the ticket name, description, everything, but this is fully you can actually customize this as you wish. You have this information, which is the default one. You can see the associations like a contact, a company, a deal, etc. But you would be able to remove the ones that you don't use and only leave the ones that you that are going to be valuable for you and your team. Once you move a ticket through stages, you can set up automation as well internally that can create tasks, that can send an email, that can do anything that is a possibility in HubSpot. And you can also set up, for example, mandatory fields whenever you move to a specific stage. This is going to be useful if you want to report on how many tickets have been closed at the end, for example. If you want to report on a specific category to see what is a specific category that tickets are being open on, you would be able to select it, and then you should be able to create these reports. Use all the information that you have in HubSpot and put it in a report that is going to be helpful for your team to see and visualize what's going on. Okay. Once you click on a ticket, you will see this information. You can see tabs on the top in the middle column. Yeah, in the middle column. And you would be able to add more if you have enterprise, or you would be able to modify the one that exists right now if you have a Service Hub Professional. You can see activities, you can filter activities, and you can log activities directly from here. If I have a task that is take action, I can choose, for example, mark that task as done, and this has been done. Okay. You would be able to, like before, pin an activity. So if this task, for example, was something that was very important and everybody needs to see it on the ticket, you would be able to pin it, and that will appear in the pin activity too. You also have the information. This, again, you can customize it, see all the information that you want to see, and what's going to make your day-to-day easier to work. But this is not the place where your team is going to be working on. You have another place called the help desk, which I'm going to show you in a few seconds. But before that, I'm going to jump into the pipeline, right? The pipeline is where you are going to create the different stages for your tickets. and you will create a conditional status on properties. These are the ones that I showed you earlier. For example, when a ticket is closed, it gives you information of properties that are mandatory. You can also make pop-up appear and show properties that are not going to be mandatory. But my recommendation would be whenever a ticket is closed or whenever a ticket goes to a stage where you actually need something from the customer or to mark some information to proceed into the next stage, make those property mandatory. Okay. As you can see, you can create different pipelines. You can have different stages in each one of them. And you can apply also different automation for each one of those pipelines. So for example, what I have here is whenever a ticket is open into the support pipeline 2024, an email is sent to the customer. This email just shows that the ticket has been received. And then I create a task to send a catalog, and that's assigned to the person that is going to be working on the ticket. You also have the different stages where you can set up the different automation. And I have here another email, for example, when the ticket is closed, right? Something that is going to be important as well is ticket tags. Here you will see that you can set up different tags that are going to be helpful for identifying the different tickets that you have. And here I have, for example, this high tag, which is going to identify all the tickets that have a high priority. Well, I have the other ones that are medium, and they have something that is just easy to visually identify the tickets. And you can see them here. These are the ones that are applied. Okay. Let me see what else is in here. Is anything else important? No, that is for that. So let's move on into the help desk. Here is a place where you're going to be able to see all the tickets. You can apply different filters. For example, I have many tickets that come from a channel that is unknown that I created through a workflow. So what I'm going to do here, for example, is I'm going to remove those because I'm not going to work on those. Those are created by me automatically, and I don't have any intent to work on those. So what I can say is originating channel is known. And now I have all the live chat calling email tickets in one place. I can apply more filters if I wish, but in this case, this just give me the information that I need to start working on my tickets. You can also apply different actions here that appear, for example, when you select one of the tickets or many, and you can assign them to someone. If they don't have any person working on them, you can assign them directly from here, or you can assign them directly from the ticket. You can also edit the tickets in bulk. So for example, if you need to change a pipeline, or if you need to change a resolution or priority, you can do that in bulk as well, or you can do it manually. You can also click in one of the tickets, and this will give you the information on what is going on. This is the channel where that I'm using to reply to the person now. But if the person left the chat, I can follow up with an email because I know that the information is here. This ticket is associated to this contact, so it's easy for me to just go. But what if I'm taking this ticket over maybe from someone in my team that is out of office? I have some information, some functionality like the summarize this conversation, which is going to summarize everything that happened within the ticket, within the conversation, and it will give me information here. So I can add as a comment, the customer won't see any of this. This is full internally for me to work, or if I want to tag anyone in my team as well, I can also do it. So if I want to check with Jorge, maybe this was a previous owner of the ticket, can you give me a hand here? So I can send a comment to Jorge in this case. Now, let's say Jorge gave me information, and this is about, I don't know, let's say the the issue, I can't even work. The issue is in the ticket. Check the knowledge base. And I can rewrite this, for example, with AI. The details regarding your issue can be found in the ticket. Please refer to the knowledge base, blah, blah, blah. So this is way nicer than the things that I was writing on. And yeah, that will help you and your team. You can also reply from different inboxes. So if you have more than one inbox connected, you can choose from what email you are replying in there. You will also find information that is useful here. This shows the owner of the ticket. If I want to sign it to myself, I will do it. And now I can choose what is the pipeline. Let's say maybe this wasn't actually the pipeline that I'm supposed to be working on, and this is waiting on us. I can do that, and I can change the ticket subscription. So this is going to be an easy place, a very user-friendly place for you and your team to work on. And you would be able to create your reviews as well. So it's easy for your team to go into one direct place and say, this is the place that I'm going to be working on every day. And this is the place that my tickets are going to appear on. And this is the place that I should be solving for my customers. Let me see from here. I don't think it's anything else. Oh yeah. So the information you see here, you can also customize it. I have some information that is going to be helping me, for example, with the SLAs. I can see which ones are overdue, which ones are the date that they were created, the category, etc. But I can remove some of these and only leave the ones that are going to be helpful for me. And if I create a view like that, it's going to stay like that. Okay. Now, I have the help desk settings. Here is where you're going to be able to connect the different channels that you want to work with. You can connect team emails, forms, Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, and calling, but you also can connect the, we have APIs that you can connect different channels as well, okay? Once you click in one of the channels in the settings, you will have the configuration where you're going to be able to set up where your replies are going to be sent from, which email address. If you want to set up a different one, you just need to put it in there and that's going to be connected, and your team signature as well. Okay, so you will be able to set up that in a couple of minutes. Then you can also set up some specific automation. So if the tickets are going to be routing to your team based on skills, you will be able to set this up in an easy and friendly way. And also who are going to be assigned to the ticket. If it's not going to be based on a skill, if it's just going to be based, let's say, as a round robin, you would be able to select a couple of people here, and the tickets that are coming into this email, into this inbox, will be assigned to those people. You can set up other functionalities here, but I think I'm going to skip all that. I'm going to show you the SLAs, for example, where you can set up different SLAs for the different pipelines, or you can set up SLAs for based on a property, or the same SLAs that apply to all the tickets. So here, what I'm doing is I'm assigning different SLAs based on the pipelines, and that's what's going to apply for the reporting. But then if you are thinking, okay, cool, I created all these, now I have to set up my dashboards and my reports. If you click here, this is going to help you create a dashboard straight away. It's going to use one of the default dashboard that HubSpot created, and you will have it directly in the dashboard section that I'm going to show you in a few minutes. But there was something that I want to show you. Now that I'm looking at this tab, once you're working on one of the tickets, if your knowledge base is connected to HubSpot, you will be able to use the articles here. So you can send the articles to your customers, and you can do anything like this, like, hey, this is the article, and I can rewrite it again because maybe I can make it more professional, and that will send the article for that person. How nice it is. Um, Not only articles you can send from here, but you can also send snippets. If you created a couple of snippets for frequent asked questions, or the same for templates, you would be able to send them. You can also send videos, your meeting link. If you want to book a call directly with your customers, you can do it from there, documents, anything that lives within HubSpot. Okay. And I think that's it. You have other settings here that might be you might want to see discovered by yourself. Feel free to send me any questions if you have any. Okay. Now, service. Service are going to be an automation part in HubSpot, but it's going to be an automation that is going to help you understand your customers a little bit better and understand the interaction between your team and your customers. So, for example, you have these industry standard surveys like the CES, CSAT, and NPS that you can set up. This is an example of a CS where you have the survey, you can customize it a little bit. You can customize more than this because, again, this is just an industry standard survey. Um, and you can set up, for example, the questions, the thank you, and the recipients when it's going to be sent to your customers. In this case, I set it up that is sent every time that they finish the onboarding or the support or the bug pipeline. That means when a ticket is in one of the closing stages. When it's sent, I can select immediately or set a delay as well. And finally, you can set up automation. What's happening in each one of these scenarios. So if the customer gave me like a really bad feedback, I can follow up. I can create a task for the person that received the feedback. So this person follow up on the customer. Same if they give me a neutral one, try to understand what could have improved the communication. And the last one, if they give me like a really good feedback, I can set a congratulation internal email to the team. You can also set up custom service where you're going to be able to create your own questions. This is going to be more personalized, not the industry what industry standard survey, but you would be able to create your own questions. And these are going to be connected to properties in surveys, so then you can report easily on each one of them. And this will give you visibility on how your company is doing and to make decisions on what you want to focus on in the future. You have the thank you message, email, everything, where is it going to be sent from, recipients, who are you going to send it to, and also automation based on the responses. Okay. We're going to jump into the reporting. This is because now that your team work on the tickets, now that your team send the service, you want to see what is going on with your service team. So here you can see the ticket types, for example. This is very user-friendly. Uh, Most of the reports are already in HubSpot, and I'm already 18 minutes, so I'm going to try to run through this. So most of these reports already live in HubSpot. For example, all the ones with the SLAs, I create them through the link that you saw a couple of minutes ago, and it gave me all these reports. Maybe I change one or two things. Maybe I apply a couple of filters to remove the ones that were unassigned, but is very user friendly. I will show you, for example, one of the reports. I'm going to change it. So this one is showing me all the ticket types that are open or the ticket types that I've received during the year, I believe. And here it's showing me like most of them have no value. It's because those tickets were created through a workflow. But if I want to customize this and remove that, I can do it in an easy way, very fast. I can use a ticket type filter. I can say it's known, and now it will remove this one, and it will show me only what I want to see. So here you go. Here is all the data for creating the reports. here is where you use a different type of reports and the different axes. Anything that you want to see in the report, you can create different reports that are a table, easier to understand for everybody. But you can also apply any of these properties as a filter. So for example, these are all the tickets assigned to anybody. But what if I want to see maybe by owner as well? What I can do is I can say breakdown by ticket owner. This is going to give me different colors for each one of the owners that got these tickets. And what I can do is I can turn them off. So I can say maybe I only want to see the ones for Koke. And here I can see 20, 203, 6, and 5. If I want to see the one for George, here I see all the tickets at George work, Jorge, etc. That would be something that you can do, but you can also put it in the filter and say, I only want to see the ones for Koke. And this will apply straight away into your report. And you can choose to save this report as a new report, or maybe update the existing report and will apply with all the changes that you made. Let's see. Now, you can create other reports for surveys and feedback. So like I mentioned earlier, if you have your knowledge base in HubSpot, and if you have your surveys in HubSpot, you can use these as well. And you can create different reports for each one of the functionalities used in HubSpot, or for each one of the pipelines, ticket types, anything that lives in HubSpot, you can report on. Now, this is one of the functionalities in Service Hub. This is a knowledge base, and I have different articles here. So, for example, I can click in one of the articles or categories. Sorry, these are the categories. So if I click in one of the categories, it will bring me to the articles. And now that I have the articles here, I can see what this is about, and it will show me all the information. Now, I also included a AI bot that I created. So here I'm going to start a new chat. I can ask any question and it will find information with the public links that I feed the AI with. So for example, if I want to know what is a workflow, I can say what is a workflow. I will go through all the links, all the information that I feed it with, and it will find me the information of what a workflow is. It is redacted. That was health. And I can ask another question, like, where do I find my invoices? Can I even write today? And here it will go through that. It will summarize what this article is about, and it will give me the information. If I say no, that wasn't helpful, I can be transferred to an agent as well, and I can have a live chat with a person. And this is something else that I wanted to show you. This is a customer portal where your tickets are going to live in. So if I'm one of my customers, I will have access to this customer portal if I choose to create it, obviously. But now I can open a ticket directly from here, and I can also interact with the tickets. So this, for example, is some each of the invoices, and I can keep talking to the agent that is going to be working on my ticket in the other side and the help desk. But this is a place for your customers so they can have access, have visibility on people that are working on their tickets, and have an easy way to open a ticket and interact with the ticket. Okay. You will have the knowledge base and all the articles, but here is a setting for the customer portal. I'm not going to go through the settings. There are a few things you can see all that when you're doing the onboarding with HubSpot, but I just wanted to do like an overview of all the functionalities. So I went over the time. Sorry about that, but I tried to make it in 20 minutes. But let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you enjoyed that. That's Service Hub in HubSpot, or some of the functionalities. I would say all the service, customer support side functionalities, but I will record another video about the customer success workspace. Okay, have a nice day. Bye bye.